Wouldn't it be nice if you could just wake up one day and magically feel confident? That would be amazing, right? What if I told you that confidence shouldn't be your goal? So let's dive in. Hey there, I'm Christelle, co founder of the Creative Crafting Club, the place to be if you want to start and grow your very own kids' crafting club. Today, we're going to discuss how you can go from courage to confidence with your kids' crafting club. When we started teaching arts and crafts to kids, we were terrified. We were not confident. We had no experience teaching art to kids. We had no clue what supplies to use, what type of crafts kids could do at different ages, and we did not have a studio. Now, what do people do when they are interested in a topic? We Google it. And when you Google Arts and Crafts Studio, the most beautiful pictures pop up with these gorgeous spaces with smiley kids, super engaged, and all having a ball. Ugh, talk about a confidence plummet. Where do I even start? If you're listening to this, you probably have a dream of starting or growing your creative kids club. But maybe, just maybe, you feel a bit like I did when I started out. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just wake up one day and magically feel confident? We wish, right? What if I told you that confidence shouldn't be your goal? Your goal should be a little thing called courage. I read this somewhere the other day and it just stuck with me. Confidence says, I know what I'm doing. And courage says, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try it anyway. Courage comes before confidence because, to be 100% honest with you, total confidence in your own abilities before you even get started with any new venture is, in fact, a fairy tale. It's having the courage to try that really matters. I've said this before, but we can really learn from kids. Many of us work with kids on a daily basis in our crafting classes. Observe and see how they approach life. I want you to embrace the courageous mindset that kids have. They just go for it. And if they fall, they cry a little bit and they get back up. And then they just try again. They experiment. And when they fail, it's not a big deal. Remember that running your own kids' crafting club is fun. Experiment. And if you fall, remember that it's okay and it's normal and get back up. Learn from it and try again. Success is in having the courage to try and to take action more than the actual end result. It's all about having the courage and being brave to make the decision to not let it stop you. In today's episode, we're going to share tips for boosting your courage to start the thing you've been wanting and dreaming of starting. Tip 1. Do things that scare you. You can't just wish confidence into existence. Unfortunately, that's just not how it works. Confidence comes from trying something that you're scared to do and realizing, oh, that wasn't so bad. Now you have the confidence to try it again. That's how you gain confidence. Think back to when you dropped your kids at preschool the first day. Were they scared? Did they cry a little? Probably. It must have been so scary. They've never been to school before. They didn't know what to expect. But then after a couple of days, they didn't cry anymore because they did it. They realized it was okay and they got the confidence to do it again. And after a couple of weeks, they probably forgot to give you a kiss and they just ran off to their friends. Confidence is on the other side of doing things that are scary to you. When you're thinking about starting a kids' crafting club, perhaps the first scary step is to name your club or phone a possible venue, or maybe just to admit to yourself and to your family out loud that you have a dream. Have faith in yourself, push yourself a little, and you'll be surprised by what you can accomplish. Tip 2. Don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I think that comparison is also the thief of courage. The biggest problem with comparing your success with someone else is that you never know what chapter in their life you are comparing yourself with. Some smart person once said, don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. We're all on our own unique journeys, so don't worry about comparing where you're at with someone else, because your A to B might be their Y to Z. It's so easy, especially with social media and the interwebs these days, to crush your own dreams by comparing yourself to someone else who's been at it for so much longer than you. This is just not fair to yourself. Tip 3. What will you lose out on if you don't have the courage to try? What are you searching and yearning for? Perhaps it's wanting to be more creative or to earn extra money for your family doing something that you love. Perhaps you yearn to be part of a community or you want to make an impact in kids' lives. Or perhaps you are looking for something to give you a new purpose in life. Try to think of the thing that is greater than the fear of not doing the thing you want to do. For example, if you've been meaning to start a creative business and you don't do something about it, what will you be losing out on? You will not do what you love and be creative every day. You will not meet awesome, new, big, and little people and make an impact on lives. You will not make some extra money for your family. I can go on. Thinking of things that I'm scared of in this way always puts things in perspective for me and it pushes me into action. And this is how we gain momentum, by taking action through fear. Tip 4. Get over the fear of failure. Failure will happen. Failure is part of life. Think of the example I used earlier. Kids fail and fall all the time. No one starts walking without falling first. Let me tell you one thing. Having fear and self-doubt is normal, and you are not alone. A number of unhealthy mindsets have plagued my crafting club life, and anxiety and fear have crippled me at times. We did a 2-part series on fear that we'll link to below this video. The key is not to let those fears stop you from following your passion and your dreams, from living, from spreading creativity to the world and doing the work that you were destined to do. We might never be 100% confident in ourselves and our abilities when we do something new that we really want for the first time. The important thing is to get into action, get in the game, figure out what it is that you really want and get confident about it, and then just go for it. Okay, so to wrap up, let's do a quick recap on the 4 tips. Tip 1, do things that scare you. 2, don't compare yourself to others. 3, what will you lose out on if you don't have the courage to try? And then 4, get over the fear of failure. So there you have it. Courage comes before confidence, and it's having the courage to try that really matters. Now I'd love to hear from you. What one action are you going to take this week to move you closer to your dream? Tell me in the comments below. Until next time, cheers.